Now a first down throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He finds his man Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Everett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, it's Fields. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Harris. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now they'll switch it up here and look under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Out in
now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take it through.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 30 on second down, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A little juke. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. Caught out left side by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And
the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Second and 10. On play action, Fields going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
The kick by Bass is good.
Marcus got this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Yes, sir. I know, bro. I missed the ball, too. I know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Room here to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
61 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I gotta do this. Beautiful, beautiful. Took the field goal.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Marshall now, the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Couple first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Eight yards to go on second down. Off play action. Everett. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On second down, it's Harrington, and he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the gun, Everett. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Yo, Marcus. Yo, I'm going to the other party. Yo, I'm going
the
to the other
Saints
party.
offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
I think, is he in there? Yeah.
Year in the league as a quarterback, but
Yeah,
that's going to be one
yeah.
when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching. Feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is.
Understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Dashing through the snow. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hey, fuck, nigga.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So Charles,
you finna be on
about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there.
Game.
Right now, he is
That nigga talking to.
answer the question. Are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Meyer.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll go down at the 28.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing
Are you talking
game,
to me?
That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there.
Oh, what the fuck are you watching?
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running
Killer, talking about some more again.
things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead,
chill out.
The defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess,
Oh, that
press
nigga.
the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Boy, you're eating my ear. Yeah, that nigga muted.
2nd and 6.
Oh, or the PS12.
Fields.
Glad too, talking about something like.
That's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a staple of this.
Yeah, that nigga's muted. Hold that.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off
Oh,
much
that-
more
oh,
yardage
that
after
TV.
the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
An option handoff given to Harris.
Who's in this party?
He won't have the touchdown, but he will have the
Chill
first down as he's
Tajir?
tackled at the 2.
SCM.
Yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on
Something,
the clock, so
tech,
the ability's still there
jump.
to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Justin Fields scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass.
Just got back, Keen.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Hakeem 14 dash.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Yeah.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle.
I just got home.
I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play.
Bless this house.
Leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Talista. Earl off folk with. What? I'm gonna keep hitting me with this wingman. There's no way you hit me every time I peek.
This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done.
Fucking Valkyrie.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Yo, these niggas are frying me. Yo, these niggas are fucking me up with that gun.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job.
Who are these niggas?
Now the formula pretty simple. They need to
Some 10K flats hitting every wingman shot.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch.
The fuck?
They need him to continue to be productive in both the run.
Oh, they sent me back to the gulag.
In order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He knows.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and maybe a surprise for a team that plays its games indoors to come out in the elements and play the way that they did. Were you surprised at all?
I think a little bit, yes, but I often think back to some of the great coaches of the past. They decided to not deal with elements. In other words, a lot of coaches would say, well, if you're going to get prepared for a game, you have to practice in that type of condition. Others would say, forget all of that. Get your preparation in during the week, the best prep possible, and then on game day, just adjust to what's out there. They adjusted in a big way.
So for New Orleans, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.